Okay, boys and girls, it is Sunday, April the 27th. I'm going to do our weekly slash whatever it is update. But we went out and cut the grass the other day. Just kind of went up into the woods a little bit, so I have different places to plant flowers and whatnot. And she's headed to Walmart or Walgreens. No, we were looking in different vegetation out here. I don't know if you can tell the little frondy looking grasses there. They wave. It's called brome grass, and it's one of the two types. When farmers plant, or ranchers or whoever plant grass, they'll either plant the brome or fescue. They don't do, now I don't know about lawns around here. I haven't really looked at it, but everything is greening up rather nicely. We got grandma over here. I'm gonna call that's the big tree there, and then of course poison ivy. I haven't sprayed this stuff yet. I wanted to let the currants, the black currants here, take over and get going good. But yeah, it's kind of greening up rather nicely, and we had a special visitor, a special guest star. That put the update before this one. He just showed up and walked around, but yeah, all the tall green grass you see is that brome grass, B-R-O-M-E. And these are I'm gonna plant something over there behind these deer. This is actually that big clump of brome you see right in the middle there, coming down this way to the deer, is actually the septic field. And but this is just the front part of the yard. You can see the highway, the road between it. Yeah, all this stuff is the brome. It's really pretty stuff. I'm going to take you the back way this time and switch things up a bit. You got all that brome. But yeah, from what I understand, this is a big mulberry tree. Where are they? I just saw them. Well, maybe this isn't. No, this isn't mulberry. I don't think so. Anyways, but just look, see through. We cleared out a little more of the woodlands. And this is facing north. We cleaned out, and I sprayed a lot of the margin. Yeah, that one didn't take too long. You can see the top. Poison ivy's died down, but the stuff lower down hasn't, so I'm gonna have to spray again. But all that green waist high stuff is poison ivy. And this is going to be an interesting mystery. I haven't taken you this far back in the woods yet because we really hadn't cleaned it out. But to see just to the right there's a pipe with a steel plate on top. That is some kind of tank. So we got to investigate what that is. from what I understand, I talked to the guy that owned this place 2 owners ago. And he said they put the septic tank in out there back in '96, and before that, the only septic system it had was a 55-gallon drum put out here somewhere in the back behind the kitchen. So it's, like I said, it's continuing to be an interesting find. But come back here. Jane used the lawnmower to clear all this stuff out. We got this nice little glade. But here's that tank. We're gonna have to take my little GoPro type thing and yeah, that's what was in it, and that's what's down there. So we'll have to see what's down there. If it's a usable tank, we might just convert it to a storm shelter. Who knows? But all this stuff, and I don't know what they did, but there's all sorts of plastic back here from the little pots you get your plants in from the greenhouse. But it's all over the place. And then this is the continuation of the trail, making some more dead hedges, which I'm hoping to get some vining plants so it vines over and makes some critter habitat, if you will. But yeah, here's stepping between the poison ivy and my flip-flops. But I've killed quite a bit of it, but there's a lot more to go. But we had our buddy, our deer tracks. This is where he came. He came back here, and then Eric, there he ran. There he ran. Eric and Jane walked to the back to look for him. We got some nice pictures, but they saw a fox back there. So it's like, huh, we have our true wildlife sanctuary, but our cash crop, that's just one part of it. And it's, like I said, it's growing everywhere. And then this is our second field. Interesting stuff. But yeah, it's greening up. Grandpa, that's the big, I think it's a cottonwood, big tree. He's about 98 feet tall. And that's Grandpa. Everything's down in the backyard is nice, and see, everywhere. But we've played around the garage and the flower garden here, I don't know, it's not the best. I think it's having to recover from the transplant shot, because some of it's starting to come back. The foxglove. But we did get our asparagus, and then something a couple of days later chewed on it. I got the asparagus right there. And a couple more, one down at the end there. But this is going to be one of my favorite trees. This is a mulberry tree. You can see all the mulberries on it already. They're all over the place. So if I can get to it before the birds do, it'll be a miracle. But just a little in the garage. I don't know if I probably did. I built the fence for the table saw, and I also have now a sled so I can do some cross cutting. And scraps of plywood from Jane's stowage unit in the back there. I have some more shelving to build for her. And our tomatoes are doing fairly well. They're getting a little bigger. Spinach and lettuce is going good. And we've got some onions. And there's Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi. Wildlife photographer has to clean his equipment.
Yeah. Just cleaned up a little bit back here. Gonna put a fence up over there. And tiptoeing between the poison ivy that hadn't come up yet the last time I sprayed. But yeah, some of it is wilting, some of it isn't. So just come back and spray again. There's the back, and yeah, a lot of brome grass between in the plants and whatnot. But I think they said the fox kind of ran down this path and hopping through the grass and whatnot, because we see animal tracks or animal trails all over the place. There's the path, and Jane cut that one back through the bush. But it's been raining here. It rains like once a day for maybe a quarter of an inch or so. It gets everything nice and damp, and nothing like the rain at home. But standing in the garage, it's nice hearing it on that metal roof. Here's the trail, and then sometimes they let the horses out in the paddock back there. But this is the trail we want to keep open, and I'm hoping to see some animal. You can tell where they walk through the grass repeatedly. Oh Lord. Oh, this is one of them. You see there's something that always goes through there. And it's just kind of worn away. But this trail we cut in goes to what we lovingly refer to as the burial tree, because I don't know, this was a cairn, but it's a raised. They dump logs, rocks, concrete, all sorts of stuff around the base of these trees. And it looks like a burial mound. And this brings us to the back. Brings us back to the second well. From what I was gathering from this guy, that is there's a well under here, and I think that's the only water they had until they dug the new one. So I don't know. I just don't know. One of these days I'm gonna get up with him, and he was supposed to come out and say hey and talk to us about things. We're back behind the and just like I said, everything is turning green now. It's the middle of end of April. So we'll see what happens. And that all. This is we got moles out here, despite how many Buddy has got. He's just a killing machine. He got a mole, a skink, and a bird the other day. So, but I'm gonna let you off. Bid you adieu for our Sunday update. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and we'll talk to you later.